Hey there. Oh fuck, I'm in my uniform. Anyway, I shaved my head. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, so basically, it's Jules. How's it going? And, um, I was thinking about having a thing that I say at the start of each video. Usually I just go, hey guys, it's Jules. So that's kind of my thing, but I think it's gonna vary. But anyway, I don't think I'm gonna have like a set thing that I say. There is something at the end of my video I do want to always say, you know, if you want help with your specific situation, you can get free coaching from me. Join my community and let's get popping. So I'm going to say that at the end of my videos. I've already said it now, so I don't need to say it at the end of this one. But yeah, if you want free coaching, join my community and message me and we'll sort it out, and I'll give you a free half an hour as many times as you need. So I can get some practice. And it's weird, you don't really need practice. Like when you're like on the awakening journey, like, and you're pretty like far through it, like you're at least halfway, which is just an intuition, to tell, like you just intuitively sense that you're about halfway. You can kind of tell by the degree of peace and the amount of unwanted thoughts you don't have, and it's just different metrics. But yeah, basically you feel like you're on halfway. Yeah, so you get to a point where you're free from conditioning and you're free from fear. So you don't need to go on stage so many times, you know, to get that fear to go away. Like you're already like fearless. So you don't need to get rid of the fear, and you don't need to practice, because it's, what are you practicing? Because each moment is fresh and new. So anyway, but also it does help to get practice as well. It does, but it's not all about that. It's not just about practice. It is. But you gotta, the habit that before all habits needs to be the habit of consciousness, needs to be the habit of meditation. You need to come from that place, and then that'll sort your energy, and then the effort, the two E's of making money and stuff, as RJ Spina says, is energy and effort. So energy, you meditate; effort is on the outside. So meditation on the inside, effort on the outside. So you do need both, but it's not as you think it is. It's weird. Anyway, I just want to give you this good analogy that I came up with around meditation and the spiritual journey and enlightenment and what it's like. So enlightenment is like a light, a neon light, that you see. And yeah, and it basically like flashes on and off. So when you're in the mind, in time, in thought, in the ego, it's off. But then when you bring it back to the present moment, it flashes on. And this light gets brighter and brighter indefinitely. So it's darkness, light, darkness, light, darkness, light, light. And then it gets so bright that it's just, and it doesn't shatter. This light just goes infinitely, and it just flickers on and off. And then it gets so bright that it's just, when you take a hit or when it goes dark, it like barely even, it just goes a little bit dimmer than as light as it was. And then, so that's the analogy. It's super simple. But basically, yeah, it's just like that light. And you just keep doing it day by day, day by day, day by day. And once you have the insight about what meditation is and how to do it, then you'll know that it's the way. And it's what you have to do to succeed in this life. The successful people meditate whether they know it or not, intentionally or unintentionally. They meditate. They meditate. That's how they're successful, is because they meditate. I mean, like some of them, I guess, are just really in the minds, and they're manipulative, and then kind of selfish and greedy and all this negative shit. And they're good at manipulating their and others' minds to get money. You know, money loves speed, as they say. So some people can get caught in that, and then they have the ultimate failure, as Tony Robbins calls it, which is where you have success on the outside but not the inside. So, and then I guess you're like, it's also a bit kind of a failure, not really, but it's less of a failure if you just meditate but you don't take action on the outside. You gotta do service, selfless service. You gotta do what God put you here to do for others. God gave you a gift, so He'll give you the results if you do the work with your gifts. So use your strengths, and just this is all obvious shit. Like, everybody knows they should be doing their best in life. Everybody knows they should probably be reading, eating healthy, exercising, journaling, meditating. You know, people know this shit. They just don't do it because they're lazy. They're lazy, they have excuses, they got limiting beliefs, they got all this shit. And I don't want to say it's their fault, because there's different perspectives. Because you can really say, like, yeah, like it's their fault, they're not putting in the discipline. It's the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, right? You can have that perspective. Or you can have the perspective that it's the elites of the elites that are kind of like putting all these like distractions in place to like keep you in your ego. So it's like, it's weird. It's however you want to look at it. At the end of the day, you just got to make do with what you have. You got to use what you have, do what you can. Sorry, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. So you just got to do your best. Just keep bringing it back to the present moment. This is the realization I was talking about with meditation. Like, once you realize what meditation is, that it's presence, that it's this, you're like, that's your hand. Yes, but it's also what's in between the fingers. It's also my face. It's also the whole fucking reality. So yes, there's also, it's the whole reality. And what isn't reality is when you're in your mind and you're thinking and you're not in touch with this anymore. You literally lose this. You're like, how can I lose my hand? You do. You go into thought and you're not even, you're just conscious enough to not bump into things, as Eckhart says, which I love. It's just such a great way of putting it. It's funny as hell. It's such a funny way. Like, they're just conscious enough to not bump into things. It's so true. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna leave it at that. Dude, if you want me to talk about anything, just say what you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about it. Because I always can bring it back to consciousness, spirituality, and meditation. I feel like it's the most important thing we can be doing here on this planet, and that's maybe a topic for another video. But if you want me to, hit me up in the comments. Just be like, yo, talk about this, or yo, I want you to touch on this more, and I'll do it. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Stay present, and if you're ever lost, just trust in God. You'll find the answers. I'm not religious, I just use the word God because it's one word out of a lot, but it's got a lot of power to it, you know what I mean? Anyway, have a good one, guys. Peace.